core stability training, what is it? Why is it important? So if you guys think about it, when we get into working with clients early on and trying to teach them this idea of stabilizing the core, right? What does that mean? Really preventing movement. So if you think about the core muscles themselves, now they do contribute and they're meant to help us rotate, they help us toss things, they help us crunch, they help us do all kinds of movements in all planes of motion. But really initially and at their core function, they really help to prevent movement in the spine. If you guys take a look at any of the research out there by like Dr. Stu McGill, he suggests that there really might only be so many flexions and extensions in our lifetime. So for me that says, hey, you know what, when I'm in the exercise environment, should I really be doing more of those? Maybe they're going to be doing that enough when they're at home picking kids up off the ground. So for us to help them actually learn to stabilize in those positions and actually prevent movement, we might be getting them a lot more benefit. And then when they actually go and do those other exercises, other movements, some of the sexier stuff down the road, they're also going to get more from it. They're going to be less likely to get injured. So I'm not saying that exercises that are moving, let's say like V-ups or crunches or anything else, are inherently bad, but it's kind of like the crawl before we walk and then walk before we run mentality, right? If we can really focus on and teach clients to stabilize movements and really prevent movements before we go into causing them with weights and at faster speeds, we're not only going to help prevent more injury, but we're also going to help them get more from those movement exercises down the road. It's just this whole idea of building a strong foundation in which they can grow upon. So what do these exercises look like? This doesn't necessarily have to be just a plank, right? You think core stability, most people think, all right, cool, let me put someone down in a plank. But what about our frontal plane of motion? What about our transverse plane of motion? So easy enough, even just loading up weights on one side of the body, unilateral exercises, split stances and positions are automatically generally going to require a little bit more core stability. You think about it, if I'm holding a weight on one side of the body and I'm walking down the room, that in and of itself is kind of like a lateral plank, right? So the nice thing is some of these exercises also tend to maybe expend more energy, because they're not truly just an isolated on the ground exercise. So not only are we getting some of that good bang for your buck core stability, but maybe we're also contributing to that client's goals overall. Core stability, not the only way that you guys need to train your client's core, but maybe the most important. So put a little bit of time and energy in thinking about how can I help them learn to prevent movements before causing it, and let me know what you think.